What up, everybody? Welcome back to another Car Chronicles reviews with the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. It is your boy once again, Cosmic Boss, 1/3 of the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, and we are reviewing Disney Strange World. Bit of a controversy about this movie. I'm sure you've heard about it. It's been labeled a flop, this, that, and the other. We're going to get into it. There's going to be a spoiler-free review in the beginning, and then a spoiler review towards the later in the video. The spoiler-free will be very short, so look for the spoiler field around 4 to 5 minute mark. Let's talk about this movie. I enjoyed it. Number one, I enjoyed it. Thought it was fun. Had a lot of fun. Is it the best animated movie? No. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. It's a classical, not classical. It's along the lines of those classic Disney pulp adventure movies. Essentially like Journey to the Center of the Earth. Like it's like a Jules Verne adventure. Essentially a Jules Verne adventure, just animated. And it's great. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Last I checked, it's sitting at a 74% on Rotten Tomatoes. If you however you take that, it's good. I would say it's better than that 74%. I recently just did a review for Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I enjoyed Strange World. I don't think it would quite be as good as Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, but just below that, I would say. Like, this movie deserved so much more. If you have not heard about any of the controversies, people are saying it flopped. And depending on how your political view aligns, people are saying it flopped for different reasons. One of those is very clear. If you have one being, you may not have heard of this movie, or you may have heard of it and then never heard of it for a long time and are just now hearing about it again. Some people are saying it's flopped because it had an open LGBTQA character in it, which I will say, is that character open about their orientation? Yes. Is it in your face? No. Like, not at all. Like, is it like graphic or adult in any way? No. Like it is the mildest of the mild. Like, I've seen more in other movies where this is some kind of issue. Like, this is not it. There's no kissing, there's no embracing, there's no any of that. You don't see any of that happening. Like, I don't even remember seeing hand holding. So that is not the reason it flopped. The reason it flopped is because this movie got no advertisement, really. The Disney did not advertise this movie, like, at all. Because a lot of people didn't know about it when it came out. A lot of people didn't even know it had come out yet. So, it's just, that is the majority consensus on this. People didn't hear about it. They couldn't go see it. This, that, and the third. But yeah, like, the whole LGBTQ sexual orientation thing, not even really in there. Like, it's non-existent. There's more straight, in your face stuff happening, like, throughout the movie than anything that character does. Like, and I'm just putting that there. But anyway, the movie, a lot of fun. It's an adventure film, animated gorgeously. It is it's not Pixar, it's Disney animation. So the same people that did, like, Moana, Tangled, Frozen, those kind of movies. This is not a musical. It's not a musical at all. There's music in it, but no characters are singing. But it is very fun. The characters are good. I like the characters. They're they're funny. Like, I like them. And it does get serious at some points. Not dark in any way. Some people do die, but it's not graphic, if that makes sense. But yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Now for the spoiler filled, the spoiler review. Give you about 10 seconds to get on up out of here. That you can check back in later once you've seen the movie. It's on Disney Plus streaming right now. So yeah, check it out. If you have Disney Plus, stream it. It's good. I enjoyed it. Now for the spoiler filled review. This movie is, I said it earlier, it harkens back to those Jules Verne movies, Journey to the Center of the Earth, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the Lost World, which I don't think is no, it's not. Lost World is not Jules Verne. That's Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. But it's like those movies. It's an adventure like those. A group of people go on an adventure to find something, and they encounter strange and wondrous things. That's essentially what the movie is. Now, I can say this. It is Journey to the Center of the Earth combined with another type of story and adventure like that. What was that movie? And this will probably give it away. If you have seen the movie, this is going to give it away. If you're still here and you have not seen the movie and you don't mind spoilers, this is going to give away the whole thing. It is Journey to the Center of the Earth crossed with Fantastic Voyage. And that is the big twist in the movie, the Fantastic Voyage part. Like, these people, these characters here, they're part of a community. I forget what the community's name. I think it's Avalonia or something like that. But in the beginning of the movie, this character here, damn, orientation always good. This character here is a young adventurer, Jaeger Clade, and he is an adventurer. He is the Indiana Jones type. He goes on adventures to find lost things and this, that, and the other. And he brings his son with him. His son at this point in the beginning of the movie is about 10, like somewhere around 15, I would say. Like between 10 and 15, if that makes sense. And they go on this adventure with this crew, and then their community is surrounded by mountains, and nobody's ever been beyond the mountains. Nobody's been, like, you can't fly over them because they don't have the ability to fly. Like, it shows them in, like, some people tried in a hot air balloon and it went down. Like, it's like, and so they're on a journey to try and get beyond the mountains in the beginning of the movie. While they're going through this mountain, Jaeger Clade's son, Searcher is his name, Searcher Clade. He finds this plant that gives off this electricity, and he convinces the rest of the crew, we can use this. We owe it to our community to, like, explore this because this could help people. And Jaeger's just like, nah, we got to make it beyond the mountains. That's how we help our people. And so the crew is like, no, we owe it to do it. And they try to convince him to stay. Jaeger's like, nah, I'm going beyond the mountains. So he gives them a compass to get back, and he leaves. He goes beyond the mountains. Well, he disappears. They see him walk off. They take the stuff back, and then it's like 20 years later. I'm misremembering because I haven't seen it in like a few days, but it's like some 20 years go by. Searcher's grown. He is a farmer now. He grows the plant that they found, and it has provided the community with all kinds of machinery. It's kind of like steampunkish, but except it runs on this plant. So they have planes now, not big planes, but like, crop dusters. They have vehicles. They have everything. Is like they have electric lights and all this other stuff. And it's all powered by these little plants and stuff that they grow. And it's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Searcher is now married. So this is grown Searcher. This is his wife. And this is this right here is their son. And this is one of the crew from the beginning that was with his with Searcher and his dad that he helped convince to stay and grow the plant stuff. She's now the mayor of the mayor, the governor, the runner of the community now. And so um yeah, and it's like the mayor comes to search her because there's something wrong with the plants. Like the crops are dying at a very fast rate, and they need to go on an adventure to find out what's happening. And they do. And like they get on this ship, they go searching, and they end up trying to go beyond like where it originated, and they end up going into the mountains, and they find this strange world where all these weird and wondrous creatures live. To give you just to put it all in perspective, and they get chased all over by these crazy creatures. They find to give you another spoiler, they find Jaeger Clade, Searcher's dad. He has been down here for the past 20 years, stuck, um, still living. Uh, and yeah, and so eventually it's like one of those Jules Verne journeys. They just keep going. They get chased by these other creatures, and they meet other creatures, and some are friendly, some are not. There's no humanoid type people, type beings down here, down in the strange world. And it's just a lot of fun. It was funny. I enjoyed a lot of it. And then eventually, uh, they're following the vines, not the vines, the roots of the plants that they're growing up on the surface. They're following the roots to try to find the center of the plant. And when they do, they see these creatures attacking the roots. Now, they're like, we got to stop these creatures. We got to end them. We got to end them. Here's where the Fantastic Voyage part comes in. Searcher's son, I forget his name. And my bad. But no, let me look it up. Hold on. Searcher's son. Let's see. Oh, and if you didn't know, Searcher is played by Jake Gyllenhaal. His wife is played by Gabrielle Union, and his son is Ethan, played by Jabuki Young White. Jaeger, his dad, is played by Dennis Quaid. Yeah, and what is it? This is Callisto, played by Lucy Liu. And there's a whole bunch of other characters. Alan Tudyk is in here. Shout out to Alan Tudyk, Firefly fan right here. Yeah, a bunch of great characters. But yeah, Ethan is just like, he's not cool with killing the creatures. He's like, there's got to be some other way we can fix this. And he's just like, nobody's listening. And his dad does something to piss him off, not related to this. It's basically related to their family, because their dad thinks, Searcher thinks his Jaeger is trying to turn him into this hunter. Searcher thinks Ethan likes being a farmer. He does not like being a farmer. He wants nothing to do with farming. And Searcher's like, this is what you like, and like, you're going to be a farmer. And he's like, no. And he jumps off the ship and rides one of these creatures away. Searcher comes after him on a hover bike. They end up getting lost and trapped, but not trapped, but lost. They end up outside beyond the mountains. And that's when they discover their whole community, these mountains and everything else, is on the back of a giant creature. And so, because they're all of a sudden, a giant eye is just looking at them, and I mean, huge creature. Like, it is astonishingly huge. And then Ethan points out, do you see what we've been through? He realizes everything they've been through, like they had to go through these different environments. Like we went through the lungs, we went through the stomach. This right here, where the creatures are, that is the heart. And that plant that they've been relying on is strangling the heart, is constricting the heart. The plant is killing the creature. So essentially, they come to the conclusion they got to kill the plant so that the creatures that they're living on, that they didn't know they were living on, can survive. And essentially, the other creatures that have been chasing them and all this and that, the other, is like the cells and antibodies and stuff like that, trying to defend the creature. It's just, it was like, it's not the biggest. It's not the biggest plot twist in the world. It was still interesting though, and it's still a lot of fun. And so, yeah. Long story short, they saved the creature. They destroy the roots of the plant, and then they eventually have to learn to live life without that electricity. Well, not live without it, but adapt it differently. To say it, to put it differently. So, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. It's not going to blow you away. But it is not a bad movie by any means. There's no heavy-handing any adult sexual orientation things in there. Like there's like, well, with straight there is, but any LGBTQ in it, anything, it comes and it goes. Like it like literally it happens once towards the early part of the movie, and you never see it again, and then it's nothing. It's just a character blushing. That's it. So yeah, see the movie. It's a lot of fun. It's not the best movie in the world, nowhere near the worst movie in the world. It's a good B. I would say it's a good B. Like it should, like that Rotten Tomatoes score, 74%, I think is last I said. It should be, I would put it somewhere in the 80s. Like, 80, 85, 86, somewhere around there. Like it's a good 8 out of 10 movie. Good 8 out of 10 movie. I enjoyed it. I will watch it again. I actually watched it more than once already. So, go check it out. You'll like it. So yeah, that has been the Car Chronicles review for Strange World. A cross between Fantastic Voyage and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Check it out for streaming on Disney Plus. And yeah, thank you for coming. If you enjoyed yourself, give us a like and a follow, or what you thought about the movie. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for coming, everybody. Y'all be easy. Peace.